Hey guys, Tom here. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well. So, I had decided in my mind that for a couple of weeks at least, I was going to tone it down a little bit on the fragrance purchasing, kind of like Al-Anon do a Friganon. So, I was doing fine, doing great. I'm talking to my pal City Messiah the other night, who is an excellent reviewer, by the way. Check his channel out. I'll put a link down below. And he starts talking about Crigler. And Crigler, okay. And he's like, no, it's really fabulous. You should really try it. Oh. There goes my Friganon. Buddy, if you were here, I would knock that hat off your head. His taste is exceptional. He is right on the money. I am not one to hype fragrances. I don't care. I'm hyping this one. I do not understand why there hasn't been more talk on this house. It is just, it's amazing. Just an amazing house. So, first take, House of Crigler, right now. Okay, so naturally this house has to be expensive. Okay, so it is amazing. Amazing. I don't understand why this isn't being like hyped like crazy, because I opened the little box, put a dab of two of them on my hands last night, one on each hand, and you know when something is so good that it gets you right here and you get kind of like that lump in your throat? My jaw hit the floor over these two. I got 5 samples. Established Cognac, number 66. The names are kind of weird. Lovely Patchouli Night, number 55. Chamelia Extraordinaire, number 9. Good Fur, number 11. And Cozy Cedarwood, number 72, I ordered from this house. They have 2 locations. One is, I believe, at the Plaza Hotel in New York City, perfume shop, and the other in Monte Carlo. So that should tell you a little bit about the pricing. I'm not going to even talk about the pricing because it makes me want to throw up, because they're so awesome and so expensive. Okay, so the individual samples, like I said, this is just going to be a rough take, first impression, initial first impression. I've spent an hour with 2 of them. I spent an entire day wearing one, and then an evening with another 2 on each arm. So not a lot of experience with them, but enough to give you an initial first impression. This is what the actual sample bags look like that they come in. It's like a silky looking deal thing with fancy ribbon, and then on the outside is the tag, this one being the Lovely Patchouli Night tag, and it just has like an accordion string thing that you open to get into each one. Like I said, I wasn't going to talk about price, but just to give you an idea, this is the Patchouli Night sample, and this was $12.50. I think this one is the most expensive of the line. Check out Crigler.com because I don't want to talk about the prices. So another public service announcement thing, if you don't want to be tempted into purchasing these because they're so expensive, don't order the samples, because once you do, you're going to be hooked. I feel that strongly about these. I think they are phenomenal. So I'm going to leave the 2 that I classify as the rock stars for last, and then go into the other 3, which are also just amazing. first. So the first one is the Cozy Cedarwood, and that's Cedarwood 72. It was actually created in 1972. I'm just going to do little dabs here. If I spill this, you know, that's like $7 down the drain. They vary in price. Not all of the samples were as much as the Patchouli Night one. Okay, this one was created, like I said, in 1972. It's made with cedarwood from India, lemon, ylang ylang, fig, cypress, rosemary, vetiver, nutmeg, and incense. Beautiful. I was thinking off the top that I would get more of the wood notes. Instead, it's kind of like a lemony, figgy, slight floral. And then it dries down into a beautiful cedar scent. It's warm. You can pick up just a touch of the nutmeg and a little bit of the incense, but it's a beautiful warm wood scent. What I like about it is that initial blast of lemon, and you get a little bit of the ylang ylang in the background. This one I honestly was thinking more along the lines of like the austere woods that you find in Comme des Garçons, that it would be more along those lines, but this is more of a brighter woody feeling to me. Lovely, but it wasn't like one of my first choices, but you can just smell the quality ingredients. Okay, so would I purchase the Cozy Cedar? No, I don't think so. I am more of a fan of the real deep wood fragrances. And this one, the ylang ylang and the fig, and that floral kind of incense that it has, it's just a little too much emphasis on the other components in lieu of the cedar. So that wouldn't be a full bottle purchase for me. I could see, I think this would be nice on a woman, actually, also. So the next one, what am I doing next here? Okay, Good Fir. So this one I was very interested in also because of the fir tree pine needle base. As everybody knows, pine is a very difficult scent to do well in fragrance, and I think one that does it pretty well is Granville by Dior. So this one I was real interested in trying, just because I'm a huge fan of pine, and I don't think very many fragrances do it decently. So real excited about this one. This one's awesome. Hi, Spike. Sit down. He's sneezing. He mustn't like it. Okay, so the Good Fir 11. No, it's pine needles at the base, and then vetiver and musk. Can't find a lot about the note breakdowns in some of these on the website or on Fragrantica or Base Notes or places like that. But this one, definite pine. What it puts me in mind of, I don't know, the Yankee candles that they have at Christmas time, and I know that there are several pine-based ones. This is like opening up one of those Yankee candles and sticking your nose in it, more or less. It's kind of sweet, pine mixed. It's beautiful. Would I buy a full bottle of this one? Probably not. Just because every time I smell it I think about Yankee Candle Shop. But it's very well done, great longevity, and definitely without mistake it's a fir tree smell. They got that right on the money. Okay, so next, Extraordinaire Camellia number 9. Now this one I think was another one that was one of the more pricey ones. It was created in 2009 to celebrate the 105th, I believe, anniversary of the company. It's said they have 2 types of camellia flowers, Corsican lemon, pink peppercorn from Florida, Indian cardamom, bourbon vanilla, musk, cedar, and Chinese tea. I definitely get the tea smell. It's almost like a part of it has some components of that Asian Tales, that tea feeling to it by Killian. You definitely get the camellia and the peppercorn. I don't pick up a lot of the cardamom. It is a beautiful floral. Gorgeous, stunning. You get a little bit of the vanilla in the background. It's classified for either men or women. For me, it leans a little toward the feminine. Guys, if you want to buy a kick-ass present for your wife, like if you've got an anniversary or something coming up, wow. It is gorgeous. This would be gorgeous on a woman. What a spectacular present. Get a sample of it. I could see you'd have to have some swag to pull it off as a guy. It's a little too feminine for me, but God, it's gorgeous. Okay, drum roll please. So here are the rock stars. I want full bottles of both of these. This is killing me. Established Cognac number 66. Oh my God. At the beginning, it's like taking the cognac bottle and dabbing it on your skin. That is how authentic this is. It is unreal. So, this is one of the most delicious things I have ever smelled. It's almost disconcertingly foody. It almost makes me uncomfortable because it smells so close to something that I want to eat. It's cognac, apple, Indian taget, and what that is, what are those flowers? Not chrysanthemums, marigolds, or taget. Caramel and oak. It is one of the most gorgeous smelling, boozy, foodie scents I have ever smelled. This makes pure malt look ridiculous. In my opinion, so get ready for the hate. I know how everybody loves pure malt and everything. This trumps pure malt by 50 times on its best day. This is what pure malt should have been, in my opinion. It is a gorgeous, boozy, caramelly, apple infused wonder. It's less, there's that feminine side a little bit to Frappin 1270 with the booziness, and you have to kind of search for the booziness in it a little bit because there are so many other notes going on. With this one, that apple and that caramel and the oak, it just accentuates that cognac smell. It is knocked me off my feet, stunning. It's one of the best boozy scents I've ever smelled. Yeah. So agree with me, disagree. This is just my opinion. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so how could it get any better? It does. Yeah, it does. Lovely Patchouli Night, number 55. They make Lovely Patchouli and then Lovely Patchouli Night, which is supposedly more intense. Lovely Patchouli, just a little interesting aside, is Annette Bening's signature scent. So Lovely Patchouli Night, number 55, is wearable by a man or a woman. So the note breakdown in this is confusing. So it's basically the same ingredients as the original patchouli classic version, the 55, except with this one they add a tweak of sandalwood to it. And the rest of the notes are supposedly amber, patchouli, bergamot, and leather. What they did with the night version, they say, is swapped part of the top with the base notes and divided the heart between the top and the base. And then, confusingly enough, they took some of the top notes, which became the heart. So, who knows? All I know is I don't particularly care for patchouli, and amber is not one of my favorite ingredients in fragrance. There's some amber-based fragrances I like, but it's not like something that I absolutely love. It's not like Iris, which is one of my absolute favorites. So how could it be that an amber patchouli fragrance is possibly my contender for my signature scent? I don't understand it. It is absolutely, unequivocally stunning. And this is the one that City Messiah was talking so much about. And I'm like, patchouli? I don't know. Oh my god. It is beautiful. It is probably the most beautiful scent I've ever smelled. And I think what does it is that amber, it's amber. I don't get it because amber is not a strong suit for me. It's that ambery patchouli mix. And again, it makes me salivate. With the sandalwood, it's almost, again, like a gourmand is what it reminds me of. I know it's when you think, sandalwood and patchouli, you're not thinking gourmand, but damn, it's foodie kind of smelling. It makes me hungry, makes me salivate. I want to lick the vial. I want to drink this. It's a rich, beautiful, you definitely get that sandalwoody feeling, like you get that rich feeling in Richwood by Xerjoff. It has aspects of that, but on top of it, it's got that ambery, leathery accord mixed with this wonderful quality patch that is amazing. This is the one I wore all day today, hot as could be. I didn't care. I know that this is an evening scent and it's a fall-winter scent. It was hot. We're in the middle of a drought here in Northwest Indiana. I wore it all day and went crazy over it all day. The longevity, I put it on at 7:30 a.m. 5:30 p.m. it smelled like I had just put it on. It lasts like crazy. Finally, it started to die down, like around 6:30, I would say. But still, when you smell your wrist, you could smell it. It dries down into a woody leather eventually. But I would say that the amber patchouli mix and the gourmand kind of foodie thing, it lasted for me all day. It just radiates off your skin. It's phenomenal. Yeah, so I'm afraid I am hooked, and hooked big time on both the Cognac one and the patchouli one. So in all seriousness, to City Messiah, he knows what he's doing, man. Thank you so much for turning me on to these. I'm kidding you about the Al-Anon thing, because I'm very thankful that I got the chance to try them. And like I said, if you can swing some samples, go for it, because they are just amazing. The ones that I would say to definitely check out are the Cognac and the patchouli. And like I said, that floral would be great on a woman, I think. So there you go, guys. I'm blown away. Have a good night. Take care.